All right, so I feel like this is the most important video that any trader should watch, and any trader should know how to do this, is where to set your stop loss and where to set your take profit. Now you have your different type of risk reward ratios, which you should already know. You got your 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-4, 1-to-5, 1-to-6, whatever risk reward ratio you're going for, and whatever the setup is. Now, obviously, you should know when it comes to trading forex that every time you look at the market, it's going to look exactly the same. It's going to look exactly the same every day. Like when you look at different pairs and stuff, it's going to look exactly the same. Now when you look at indexes, it's something different. But in this video, I'm just going to get straight to the point. Where to set your stop loss, where to set your take profit, and also how to know if where you're setting your stop loss or where you're setting your take profit, if you'll get hit or if you'll get stopped out of the trade instantly by setting your stop loss in the wrong area, and also for your take profits if you're setting it too far from an area that the market might not even reach in the setup. So here we go. Now for this case being, I'm already on NZD so I'm gonna go ahead and go to a different pair. I'm gonna go to AUD NZD, and I'm gonna take off the indicator. Boom. Now we're on AUD NZD. Obviously, before you get into a trade, I like to look at the higher time frames to know the overall direction of the trend. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out, straighten this out a little bit, tab it higher, and I'm gonna zoom out one more time. See the overall direction. Looking pretty bullish. All right. Now if I'm trading, right? If I'm trading this and let's say the market, let's act like this isn't here. So from this and over, all this right here, act like you do not see this at all. Okay. So let's say I'm trading, right? I see a perfect setup. Well, I feel like it's the right setup, right? So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and mark it up as I would. So I'll obviously see this as liquidity, market structure, right? So let's see, I see this head and shoulders right here, breaks the neckline, pulls back, comes up, and let's say it's right here. So instantly looking right here from my perspective. So if I see this area right here, it can be one of three things. It can be a buyer from previously with their stop loss sitting right here, with the market grabbing liquidity. You see these wicks, the market pulling back, grabbing money that's sitting right here. Two, this can be an area for this can just be market structure in general, or it can just be a regular resistance. The market can only go so high and pulls back. It always stays in proximity of that support and resistance. Wherever there's support is, there's a resistance right above it. Wherever there's a resistance, there's support right below it. So instantly in this area, as you can see, if I saw this wick right here, I'm gonna instantly look to the left and I'll see all these wicks right here. I'm like, okay. And right here where it had broke that support, I'm like, okay, that support that was broken is gonna be used as a resistance. So I'm gonna instantly expect the pullback, right? Now, as you can see, I have my box right here, right? I have my box marked up. What this box is for me is it's basically showing an indication of a strong support, right? Showing an indication of a strong support. And usually when I mark up my supports, um, I will grab a horizontal line. I feel like this is a great way. So I'll grab me a line, horizontal line, and I'll mark this one red since I'm going to be buying. I'm going to mark this red. I'm going to change the color of this. Give me a moment. I'm going to mark this red, and I'm going to change the line to dashed so I know. This is going to be my stop loss. All right. Now, when I'm looking for take profits, I like to look for a next level of resistance that the market might reach. So when I'm looking up here, I see these wicks. I see strong wicks right here, and this support is very strong. So instantly when I see these strong wicks right here, mainly in this area that I circled, here, here around this area. That's usually where I'm gonna go, where I'm gonna put my take profit the majority of the time. So I will mark about, I see this wick right here. So I'll put take profit will be right here. Um, I'm gonna make this a regular line and I'm gonna use a bright green line. So that's usually what I'm looking for when I'm um doing my take profit. Now for my stop loss for this case being, um, since I'm looking right here and I see the wicks, I'm gonna go ahead and put my stop loss down here. But let's go ahead and go back to what I was mainly talking about. So like how I said, let's say the market was right here and all this over here was right here, and I saw this pullback. Instantly, I'm seeing a strong level of support. So since it's at a strong level of support and there's possibly liquidity right here, just by to show these wicks in the market reversal opposite, you see sellers try to come in the way, think it's going to sell and stuff like that. But no, that was not the case. That was not the case. Quick market manipulation. You see the liquidity, the strong candles pushed up, grab liquidity up here. Okay, cool. So now market pulls back to the same area. Instantly when I see this, I'm getting in for buys. I'm already knowing a reversal in my mind. This is a reversal off a strong support. This is a reversal. Now, when you're trading forex, you need to trade. You need when you're trading forex, you need to check the news. One website I suggest for you is investing.com. So instantly, I'm seeing a strong reversal. So instantly, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my long position tool since it signifies for buys. Instantly, I would go ahead and my entry, stop loss, right below the support. So we're gonna have basically a 56 pip stop loss, and you said my take profits at that green line, so 185 pips. How did I know this was going to be the trade that I wanted? When I going into trades, when I trade, me personally, I'm going for breakouts and reversals, breakouts and reversals. That's all I trade is breakouts and reversals. And you notice any other trader, you're going to notice they do the exact same thing. No matter what they say, no matter, oh, I'm looking for this, and this. We are all trading breakouts and reversals. That's it. We're trading breakouts and reversals. If you see any fundamental patterns, they are all breakouts and reversals. The market's going to look exactly the same. The market's going to give you multiple setups. It's just about how you react. So with my stop loss, like I said, I'm putting my stop loss right underneath the support, right underneath the support. That's my stop loss. My entry, I'm getting the perfect entry because it's pulling back to a major level of support where it's weakening to grab liquidity. So I'm already knowing it's market manipulation. It's going to pull back. People think it's time to sell. It's not time to sell. And I'm gonna get in for a buy. Where am I gonna put my take profit? I'm gonna put my take profit up here. You know why I'm putting it up here? It's because I'm seeing these wicks. I see the area that the market tried to push, breakthrough came down, grabbed liquidity, was able to break through. But once it grabbed liquidity and broke through, if you look over here to the left, this was another area where the market was grabbing quick money to instantly reverse and take out all the retail traders and take out all the retail traders. Take notes. Take notes of what I'm saying. Take notes on how I'm able to break down from me talking about where I'm putting my stop loss and take profit, but also showing you what the market is doing. You have a strong push to a level of support that's made, grabbing liquidity, right? You got buyers and sellers sitting right here. They don't know where it's going. There's actually people who trade this. I don't see how. Liquidity, grabs liquidity, gets out of there, comes here, pull back. You want to know why it shot up and pulled back? Look to the left. The market always gives you that history. That previous history is what you're going to be looking for when you get into your setups. You always want to look to the left. You want to look to the past and see what happened previously so I can see these areas of supports, see these areas of resistances, see what's going on, see if there's an order block there. All this is important, and also checking the news and seeing how the country and the currency is going, because news can also affect your setup. You might have a setup that it's a buy, but something bad might happen to impact the news, and it instantly breaks, and you're like, "Whoa, what happened?" It's all important. It all goes hand in hand together. So you see the market grabs the liquidity, boom, liquidity move, right? Comes here, pull back. You know why I pull back? This area right here, rejecting. This was a resistance. So instantly the market comes, pulls back, bam, pulls back. You could have got another entry right here, bought right. Now, instantly, if I would have bought, I would have got out right here. because just by looking from the left, I'm instantly thinking, okay, it's not going to break through. That's just off my intentions, and also got my money from earlier down here. So it breaks through, and the reason why it stops up here is look at these wicks. This is a another key level of resistance as you see over here, which we're not worried about this. It's also using as resistance, right? Pulls back, grabs the money, reverses back to that same area, reverses back to that same area that we was talking about that it pulled back on. Look how it uses the same thing over and over again. Comes back, tries it again. Nope. Comes back down, right? Goes up, comes back down. Strong level of support. And this is where we get our entry from. Stop loss is right underneath that support. Y'all should be able to take this example and be able to look at the market and back test on trading view and be able to recognize what you're doing. um where's the support, where's the resistance, what did the market do, did the market use these previous areas of supports and resistance? You should look at the candle wicks. Everything happens for a reason. Everything has a little piece of information that you can put together as one. You always need to have, I have my 3 confirmations every time I trade, my 3 confirmations. And so instantly I like breakouts and reversals. So I see the pullback. Okay, cool. If I would have had this marked up, I would have had, okay, I would have had an arrow coming down. I'm gonna show you exactly how my chart would have looked. Where is it at? I would have had an arrow coming down, and I would have had an arrow going up. 2 different colors, obviously. Coming down, going up. Buys instantly. So now I'm catching that reversal move. I'm catching that entire reversal move, right? So reverses goes up, get the arrow out the way. So what happens was it reverses and goes up. And I know this video seems a little bit long, but these long videos that may seem boring, it's just like truly there's some traders out there that's literally giving you the sauce and giving you the blueprint. Now you need to watch out for some of them because some of them are gonna try to sell you some bullshit, man. They're gonna try to sell you some bullshit. They're gonna try to tell you to buy my course and everything. Nah, fuck that. Like like to be real. Excuse my language, but I'm real passionate about this. To be real with you, they're trying to make money off of you. I'm giving it to you right here, plain and simple, right here, what's going on. Like through all this area, there's multiple setups and areas where you could easily avoid the markets. It's giving it to you. It's the blueprint. Like I rarely lose. I have an 85% win percentage every single time. I'm literally 7-2 this week trading. Um, but yeah, I like the buyouts and reversals. I see a good move. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get in. When I go in, I'm either placing a 2.0 lot, going small. I'm placing a 5.0 lot, or possibly a 10 lot, and I'm going big because that's how confident I am in my trades. So instantly now, right here, as I can see these wicks, I possibly would have set my take profit right there, but for the case being, I would have put it up here. Why? Because just from looking to the left, seeing these wicks and everything right here, I'm gonna set it a little bit higher, or I could set it lower. Doesn't really matter. But market comes up, grabs liquidity. You see these wicks, instantly pulls back. Why would it pull back right here? Why would it pull back right there? Let's look right here. You see these wicks right here? You see my dash white lines from these crosshairs literally lines up exactly right here, and this right here literally lines up exactly right here. All the markets is doing is pulling back. It's getting everyone stop losses. It's hitting everyone to get more money, to have more momentum, to force to the upside. It's all a reversal. So being patient. Now I'm up big, and then it starts to pull back. Instantly, traders are going to get out. They're going to sell. All right, it's time to get out. It's time to sell. No, be patient. Let the market do its thing. Patience. People who are patient and is consistent and discipline always last longer than the short-term traders who just wants the quick money. Trust me. So it pulls back instantly. Now I bought right here, right? Comes here, it pulls back. If I see this low pull back to an area right here, I'm getting in for another buy. And I'm going bigger. Why am I going bigger? Because the market went up, it pulled back, went up, grabbed liquidity, came back down for the retest from almost my first entry, and then goes up again and breaks my take profit, breaks the resistance it was trying to break all along, and continues to go up in a bullish reversal. You see where I'm coming from? Come on. Head and shoulders, breaks, right? Comes up, pulls back, strong level support, buy, right? Pulls back, retest, retest this area. There's money right here. There's money right here. Imagine people buying right here. They're literally having their stop losses over here. For the people with the 10, 15 pip stop losses, they're grabbing all that shit. They're grabbing it all. They're grabbing it all. They're literally grabbing it all. This is on the daily time frame too. They're grabbing all that shit. They're taking your money. The market's taking your money. The market does not care. The market's gonna take your money and run the other way. So it takes the money and boom. This is the strong push you've been waiting for. These are the trades that you want, the long candles, the patience. You see what the patience does? Got the long candles and bam, hit your take profit for 185 pips while you're only risking basically 56 pips. So easy. That's like that's almost a 400% return, depending on whatever lot size you use. That's over a 300% return, which whatever lot size you use. And then after taking a trade so big like this, probably like 2 more trades after this, or probably just 1 more. I'm done for the week. I'm going back. I'm looking at my charts and seeing what else could go on and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you 1 more example, and I'm gonna call it a video. But that right there, that breakdown right there was just phenomenal. That's golden. I will watch that over and over and over again to see what I'm talking about. Because when it comes to trading, if you literally look at these lines, you're like, just for me looking at it, I'm like, this is all consolidation. There's nothing going on. But trust me, man, there is some history right here where there's a lot of setup money that can be made. Like, man. Okay, we're gonna use this for example right here. This is another breakout trade. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our trend line. All right, I'm gonna grab the trend line and I'm gonna cut through some of the candles. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna cut through some of the candles and I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my path arrow. It comes down, marker comes up, down, up, down, up, down, retest, and then it falls, right? See that move? Okay. Now, the area that it fell from, I'm seeing this wick around this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a rectangle and I'm looking to see what's going on right here. What we have right here are order blocks, market manipulation, sitting down here. Bam. But that's a completely different video right there on that. So we're just gonna touch up on this. Now let's act like this never fell, okay? All right. So instantly I'm seeing this. All right, huge fall, double top, breaks the neckline, boom. Huge fall, comes down, hits this area, support, is using this as support. Marcus using this as support. How did I know it's my support? I'm instantly, it's coming down. I'm looking to the left. It could have fell right here. This could have been a support, which that's what it did. In this area right here, if you look over here, it's consolidating. It fell on another support, consolidating, grabbing money, push back down to that order block. Market manipulation, reverse the other way. But if I'm trading this right here, I'm coming. All right, comes down, pulls right, hits that support. Bam. Once it hits that support, people are instantly getting in for buys. They're expecting that reversal. I would have did the exact same thing. Oh, it came right here. That's a buy instantly. That's a buy. That's a buy. I don't even have to be in that long. I can get out up here. 131 pips. I can get out right there. Like, come on. But back to what I was saying. Let's get this off my screen. So, all right, it broke. Say I'm selling it, right? my stop loss is going to be about right here. So where I put my stop loss, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the line again. And I'm gonna show you exactly why I put it where I put it. So dashed red. So the reason I put my stop loss here is because I'm looking, it's another level of support. Is this support is right here. So instantly if the market pulls back to that support, I'm obviously knowing, okay, it pulled back to that support. Okay, cool. It's a retesting, it's grabbing liquidity. So if it grabs liquidity and it manipulates again, I can get in for another sell. So that right there alone, it's saying 100 pip stop loss. Realistically, if it's 100 pip stop loss, I'm still going big. I trade 1 to 500 leverage. So that's my stop loss. Take profit, I can put my take profit at the support since I know for sure it's going to hit it again after that huge fall. So risking 104 pips to make 211, or I'll probably put my take profit down here. It's a line, green. So I risk 104 pips to make 365 pips in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 5 days. So not even a week, I make 365 pips. Now for the beginners, when you first start off trading, it's gonna be hard. For one thing I suggest you to do is like, dude, you have to literally put in the time and effort and everything. You have to learn the fundamentals. The fundamentals are important. Learning the trading patterns, pips, lot sizes, free margin, what margin calls is, your market orders, everything. That's important. You build that foundation, then you'll be able to come in and find strategies. But if instantly from the rip you're looking for strategies and how to make money, it's just not going to work out, because you're going to keep looking for videos over and over again and you're not going to find anything. You're going to be confused. You're going to want the money so quick. But what I suggest for you is just learn the fundamentals. Because if you look at my charts, literally, besides that indicator I had on there, the alligator indicator, I'm strictly a price action in it, like a price action trader. I can literally look at the screen with no indicators, and I'm gonna know what it's gonna do just because of my foundation of where I started from. So I hope this helped out. Where to set your stop loss, where to set your take profit. Also just shows you why the market does what it does. So you would kind of guess. Well, you're not really guessing, you're kind of like reacting. Like you're making a little prediction. This is the thing. You're making a little prediction about what the market's gonna do. Try it. Make a prediction on what the market's going to do, what you think it's going to do, and put arrows in the direction you're expecting it to do. And if you wake up the next couple of days and it does exactly what you did, boom, instantly in your mind, in your conscious mind, you make that your conscious mind. Then when you see it in your subconscious mind sees it, instantly you're gonna get that belief, that strong belief. You're like, man, I know what I'm doing, and constantly over and over again, then you'll be able to pull the trigger. So whenever you're ready to make that money, the market's out there. Don't be afraid to lose. You're gonna lose money. It's a part of the game. You win some, you lose some. But hey, get that foundation right. Learn that skill. Skills pays bills. And we are out of here.